How's it going, everybody? Hey. Oh, I am not as sick as before. Uh, hey, everyone. I hope there is a difference in quality. Um, I got my old microphone set up. So now hopefully, uh, microwave mic, hello. Thank you for chatting. Yeah, I hope the microphone's doing okay. I hope it's more clearer than the past couple streams have been. I have been taking the. Okay, well, no one has been giving me criticism. I've been giving myself criticism on my past few streams. For the first stream I did, which was my test stream for Cuphead, I made the game audio like way too loud. It was not great, and it was pretty much drowning me out. Same thing happened when I played Fnaf 1 through 5. The night. I mean, it was Fnaf 1, night 1 through 5, I should say. Again, the game was too loud, and I did not know it was too loud. So then I had the idea of, okay, well, I'll just turn the game audio down, because I had already had it set up. I'll turn it off, and then when I go into the game, I'll turn it back on, and we'll be fine. But I forgot to turn it back on. So when I was playing Nights 6 and attempted 420 before, there was no game audio. It was just my voice. And that was not great. That sucked. It really crushed me. I'm going to be perfectly honest. This is the honesty channel. It messed me up because I already felt like I'm a new streaming channel, so I have a lot to prove already. I thought I was like ruining my first impressions, but after some pep talks with my boyfriend, he eventually was able to pump me up again, and now I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna be better than ever, and I'm gonna try to make sure that everything is good. So I'm going to, for the future, keep the game audio set at a fixed rate 100% of the time. And I will only open the game when we're ready to play it. That should fix any issues with the game even having audio at all. Secondly, to make sure it's not too loud and it's not too quiet, we're not going to actually get into the game. We'll start it, but we're not going to actually get into it until someone that I know, whether it be from the chat or someone watching my stream that I'm friends with, they have to let me know, hey, this is too loud, I can barely hear you, oh, this is too quiet, I can barely hear what's going on, or if there's even any kind of audio issue at all. So that's the measures we're gonna take. Is there anything else? But yeah, got my old mic set up, so I hope everything's great. I hope it's not too loud. If anything is bad, let me know. I should probably let someone know that I'm streaming just to make sure. I am streaming, by the way. Can you let me know if the audio is okay? Especially my voice. Yes, I do say my texts out loud. It's a weird thing that I do. So what is the plan for this stream? Well, as the thumbnail and the title suggests, I am going to try and attempt to beat 420 mode, like, completely. I'm going to try to get to 6 a.m. and that will be the final challenge, and I'll beat the game. Some things that I want to... building a Springtrap cosplay while watching this. Hey, that's pretty cool, Microwave Mike. You'll have to let me know how that goes. That's actually pretty cool. I've never been into cosplay myself. The closest thing that I could even think about is, I don't even know. Like, I'm a furry, but I don't really have... I don't know, I'm not really interested in the fursuit kind of side, honestly. I'm perfectly fine with having the avatar and calling it a day. Maybe that's just the low self-confidence talking. But hey, that's really cool. I'd love to see it whenever that's done. I haven't migrated off of Twitter yet because I don't use it. But if you ever finish it, I'd be happy to see it. You can tag me and stuff. And yeah. So yeah. So there's a really important announcement that I need to talk about. So when I beat this mode, the obvious direction that most people would go with, me being the first game, is to move on to the second game and go on with the series until I get to the end and then play some other horror game. That is partially the plan. See, I'm trying to get some art of I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I've been making custom thumbnails up to this point, but Fnaf 2 is just it's kind of complicated. Thumbnail wise, I think I have an idea for the first thumbnail, but I'm not sure. It just depends on how good I am at that game. Depending, I'm probably just gonna use the title screen and then just do something else for the character. I don't know. But yes, so Fnaf 2 is on the radar. I have ideas for the thumbnail already in motion, planning, and everything like that. However, that isn't going to be the next game I play. That will be the next game that I play. But the next game that I will play after I beat 420 mode, the next time I live stream, is going to be Ib. It's a pixel horror game, I believe. I have not played it before. However, like most horror games that I'm interested in streaming on this channel, I've seen the full gameplay of it. However, I say that with the biggest asterisk ever. I watched a stream on it like a year ago, give or take. And I don't remember much about the game at all. I just remember it being in an art gallery setting. I remember the character designs, and I think I know of a plot twist. But I think there's also puzzle elements. I'm obviously not going to remember any of them to, get the good ending right away or whatever. And certainly not to get any kind of ending. I think there's good endings, right, in that game? So we're going to see about that. But yeah, we're playing that game specifically because it's a suggestion from my boyfriend. He really wanted me to play that game. And since I already have it, I figured why not? It's a good breakup between FNAF 1 and FNAF 2. Just a one-time thing. We'll try to get it out of the way. It might take, I think it's like, what, 3 or 4 hour game, I believe? Sorry if I'm shivering. It's a little cold. So sorry if I do the whole voice stuttering thing. But yeah, I think it's like, what, 3 or 4 hours? So hopefully it won't be too long. And it may take 1 or 2 parts, depending, because I usually stream for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 if I can get lucky like I did tonight. And we'll see. Sleep schedule be damned. So yeah, Ib is going to be the next series that I do in between FNAF 1 and FNAF 2. I know that I have been kind of attracting a FNAF audience, sort of, I guess. Well, I don't know. I just know that that's probably where some people might have came from. So I know some people may be disappointed that I'm not immediately doing FNAF 2. But it's just, a compromise. I want my boyfriend to be a part of it a little bit since he's usually asleep when I stream because of me closing at work. So this is our compromise for him to be able to, contribute a little. So with all of that info dumping out of the way, I think we can start. Let's go ahead and boot up the game. Go ahead and get to this. Launch the game. host yet. Oh boy, why is that super loud? Wait a minute. Okay, well that does not correlate at all. Why am I not hearing any audio? Okay, output. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I need to pull up the stream on my phone. So let's see. Why does that say 17 minutes ago? Okay. We're good. Oh my god. Fuck. We're still live. That's good. I've got to tag you on Twitter and X, right, to show the cosplay? Yes. I think so. As long as you tag me, it should be my old tag. Let me go ahead and check my Twitter just to make sure that I'm getting it. Yeah, FoxFlame2. But my Twitter should be on my YouTube channel, so it should be just a quick link. I hope at the very least. I am scrolling through every tab except the ones that I need. Okay, got the... Okay, yep. All right. Got the chat on my phone. I got the game up and running. Microwave Mike, since you seem to be a person chatting quite frequently on the chat, I gotta ask you a really important question. How is the game? Audio? How is my audio? Is everything okay? You're my, you are my test subject, I guess. You're a normal viewer, so I gotta make sure that everything's good. You're like my sample to make sure that it's good for everyone else. I await a response. Let's see. Gosh. Sort of lagging on my end just a tiny bit. I hope that that does not persist. Let me try closing out of the game real quick. Just to close any tabs that might be interfering. There we go. Both great. Yep. All right. Mic check. Ha. I get it. Okay. I'm trusting you. I did lower the gain because I had it like in halfway. So the game audio is now like less than halfway. I hope that's all right. Thankfully, hopefully the mic is not an issue. Let's see. I need to position this so that way I can see the chat good and still access my keyboard. All right. Custom night. That's a very odd assortment of AI values. Okay. Now, for anyone asking, I think a guy requested this on the last stream, actually. I will do the Golden Freddy Easter egg. However, that's only if we beat this, which we are going to beat this. I'm not going to sleep until we beat this, so you're gonna get it. Okay, we got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Also, Microwave Mike, if you tag that, keep in mind I will not be able to probably see the chat that much when I'm in the game, so in between deaths, I will check the chat. So yeah, if you tag me, I won't be able to access Twitter or anything like that. I won't get any Ugh, sorry, hiccup. And won't be getting any notifications. So just let me know through the chat if you do the tagging. So that way I know. Anyways, let's get into this. 7th night. Oh boy. Let's get into this. Alright. Now, for anyone who did not see the I need to just go ahead and do this. For anyone who did not see the stream last time, what the plan is... Oh god, okay. Okay. I'm getting the first night heckle jitters. Or my first attempt jitters. Okay, she left. What the plan is to stay on the left and keep an eye on this camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's taking a long time, but it's fine. Because I can see Chica, so I know whether or not she is at the door or... crap. Okay. 4, 5. Okay, Chica's there. She's just fucked off again. I can see Chica, so I know whether or not she's either going to be at the door or if she's just fucking off. Oh, fuck! Oh my god. I almost spilled my milk. Fun fact, if you want to go to sleep early, if you run 420 at 2 FPS, you can just do nothing to win. Yeah, but that's the cheater's way. Okay, I'm gonna need to put my drink somewhere else. Give me a moment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that was my first actual scare. I have never been scared like that before. So the plan didn't work, which is bad. That was my ace in the hole. Crap. Okay, so I need to develop a strategy fast. See, what I was planning was that if I stayed to the left, I'd always know where Bonnie was, because I was obviously going to be checking the door. Like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd keep Freddy stalled on the cameras, so everything would be fine, right? The only thing my plan never accounted for was for Foxy. I didn't really have a plan if I didn't have a plan to check on Foxy. The only thing that I could really think of was maybe the only thing that I could really think of okay. like, right there, I probably should have checked Foxy. Because Chico was already at the door. I already had both of the doors done. I probably should have done a quick check. Okay, well, she's in the kitchen for a minute. Okay. Because, see, because, see, there she is now. And see, it was working for a really long time. And if I had maybe beat the game like that, I actually kind of feel bad. I might have introduced a not good strategy into the world. Oh god, I actually kind of jumped at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm trying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I need to get all the sound cues in my brain. I feel like I have more energy than I did the other nights that I streamed this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Did Foxy run? Two, three, 4. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh my god. I'm actually starting to sweat. I had to check. That means he's gonna run like any minute now. Oh my god. I'm sorry if I'm not being entertaining. Just... Okay. We should be fine, though. Oh, fuck, that took a lot of power, though. He drained the power, and then... One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Fuck me. Okay, so you can't do that for Foxy. You need to do the cam flipping the entire time, even if he's done it twice. Oh, I had that in the bag too. I really had that in the bag. My power was running so low though, and it just turned 5. I think the only way I could have survived that is if I had just gotten a really good blackout. I know. No. Microwave mic. I promise you, you don't feel my pain. Oh no. Oh man. I really need to think about a strategy because I got insanely lucky with Foxy. I am not sure how I'm gonna deal with him because I can't always rely on Chica really. But I also can't just like rely on closing all the doors just to constantly check. It's like I feel like I never have time to get on the camera. And if you're wondering why I'm not, I know I was at 5 a.m. If you're wondering why I'm not doing the, Foxy stage corner, Foxy stage corner, is because I did that one time and Freddy jump scared me. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. There is one thing that we need to just keep in mind, though. Okay. I feel like I'm losing my mojo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, I'm really sorry. This is probably the worst game for a newbie to try to commentate on. 'Cause, like, holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bonnie is really going on the offensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like he's just cycling to the door. Just every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we're doing is working because Foxy is not even outside the cove yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Chica is for some reason not going to the door, like, at all. I spoke too soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chica's back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have taken that opportunity to look at Foxy. Looks like she might give me another one. Okay. He's in stage 1. Which means he might make a run at 4 o'clock if I can keep this camera flipping pace. Don't like the way my power's looking though. Foxy's so good though. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Freddy. Please give me that good RNG. Please give me that good RNG. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. How is determination? You're fired. Tampering with animatronics. General unprofessionalism. Over. Oh my god. Oh my god. My heart. Oh my god. Oh my god. That. Come on, you got this, yeah. Thank you for the support, microwave mic. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I actually thought that would take longer. I've only been streaming about 40 minutes. I actually thought that would take longer. Because it was so difficult last time. I spent like a good hour, I think, trying to beat it in the last stream. So I was like buckling down tonight to see if I could beat this. Turns out I did. But for the funnies, before we do anything, let me go ahead and set this up. I've said this in other streams, but for anyone who has missed it, I've been a fan of this series for so long, and it's just crazy to me. I was for the longest time, I was one of those players that I was one of the fans that had never beaten a Fnaf game before. Hello, Frosty Knight. Welcome to the stream. You missed it. I beat 420. But you can definitely watch the progress on the VOD once it is done. Yeah, I was a Fnaf fan. I think I said this on the stream that killed itself. Oh wait, can I say that? Ended itself prematurely before it was ready. It was the first one before I was able to set it up properly and do nights 1 through 5. I went over my history of this series, so in case you didn't see that, because why would you watch a 15-minute failed stream? I've been a Fnaf fan since 2015. It was either right when FNAF 3 came out or just a little bit before, because I remember watching the trailer, but I don't know if the game was out yet or if it had just gotten out. It was definitely before FNAF 4, because I was there when the teasers for FNAF 4 were just coming out, with the hat that had Fredbear's Family Diner at the bottom corner. So I've been a fan for this long, and the only FNAF games I had ever played was FNAF World, because it was free. It was my first downloaded game, actually, because I was so scared of downloading games as a kid. FNAF World, like, funnily enough, was my first ever FNAF experience. And then a few years later, I tried to play FNAF 6, Pizzeria Simulator, and I ended up not beating it. I died on the first night when you first get Molten Freddy, and I died to him, and I got so scared that I exited the game immediately, and I never returned to it. So that was my only experience playing FNAF games. And ever since then, I've played, like, FNAF. I've played Five Nights at Fuckboys, for fan game-wise. I've played FNAF World Simulator, which I believe is, like, a sequel, and I've played that one other FNAF World fan game where it's, like, a better version with a little bit of updated bits to FNAF World. Other than that, never played, like, an actually scary night-based FNAF game or fan game until now. It's been a surreal experience, I'd say, going from never playing any of these games to beating the first, like, 5 nights deathless, my luck finally running out on night 6, being humbled with 420. But I beat the game. I beat Five Nights at Freddy's 100%. And that's something that I've honestly never thought that I'd ever do. It's something that I've wanted to do. I've wanted to play this game forever, and I just never did. And then whenever I got the courage to, I didn't want to do it because I've always wanted to stream for a while. I've wanted to stream for like a year or two now, but I didn't have the right setup. I didn't have the right stuff to do it, and then, confidence and everything. But I'm doing it now. I see I had 4 viewers, and now I only have 2. Everyone might think that the stream is done, and you would be wrong. Actually, wait, is there a 0 sprite? I need to check my... No, it's 9. I'm an idiot. That's for when I make a tired sprite. You're wrong. Oh my god, that was deleted. So, for anyone who's still watching, you may think that I'm gonna do the 1987 Easter egg and then quit the game, because I did what I set out to do, right? I have a little bit of energy in me, so while I'll still do the Easter egg, but just because I feel like being a little goofball and to get one last little bit of this game, I'm beating the 1988 mode. The closest thing to a 1987 mode. And we're gonna see how that goes. Hopefully this should be a lot more chill, you would think. Okay, Bonnie's gone. I mean, Bonnie's at, like, 1, right? So it shouldn't be that bad. So, she goes at a 9. Robert Lee, thank you for the good luck wishes. Still gonna play this as if it was 420, though, because I'm a scared person. And I am easily scared. So I just want some assurance, because this should definitely not be as hard as what I just did. So there is literally no reason to die. So yeah, we're gonna beat this mode just for funsies. And then, you know, we'll do the funny Golden Freddy thing. We'll talk for a little bit, and then I guess I'll just end the stream. Let's see, no one is coming yet. Seems like a pretty slow night as planned. I see Robert Lee, same. Glad to know that I'm not the only one who gets scared rather easily. Chica's in the kitchen. For anyone who is still... Hello, Bonnie. For anyone who's still in the chat who wants to talk for a little bit, oh, fuck. Oh, this is so stupid. I should not have died there. Oh, that's embarrassing. No, I'm not good. Jesus. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. What did I say a little bit ago? That I was playing the silly 1988 mode. Oh, Freddy's at 1, so he's gonna be the one I don't really have to focus on. I'm just gonna play the funny 1988 mode. Oh my god, my laugh is nice. Thank you. You'll probably, if you become a fan of the channel, you'll probably hear more of it. Oh my god, that is embarrassing. Oh my god, well, let's get back into it. Oh my god, that's so stupid. I gotta say, I think Chica's jump scare is probably my favorite. Oh, but yeah, the question that I guess I was gonna ask the chat a question before I got humbled, because again, this is still night 7 logic. You know what's actually interesting? This, like, lower levels, I've noticed, might actually be harder than 420. Now, you might hear that and think, dude, that's stupid. Why would it be harder? Well, the reason I'd probably say it's harder is because the AI values are much lower. For anyone who is not in the loop of how Fnaf works, I've said this on other streams, and I've also said on other streams, you can watch the Bones 5. He does pretty cool videos on Fnaf AI levels, and he does really hardcore challenges that I know that I would struggle with, like, immensely. But the way that AI values work is, I believe that the higher the AI value, the easier it is for a animatronic to move into another camera that they're wanting to go to. So, for example, when Bonnie is wanting to go off of the stage and going into the dining hall, if you know all this stuff, that's pretty cool, but for the people who don't, if he's wanting to go to the dining hall and get off the stage, he's going to have to put in a movement opportunity. And if his AI value is at 20, he's always going to win that movement opportunity because there is no value, Jesus Christ, greater than 20. So he's always guaranteed those movement opportunities. Alternatively, when the AI is on... Okay, Foxy is there. Should be good. Need to... If I keep up this pace, I should only really need to check on him at 4. I'm surprised I was able to make him not run on 420 of all modes. So hopefully I should be good here. 1. Oh, well, I can't really go off of that anymore. And yeah, if anyone doesn't know, this is my favorite render of the game. When Chica is at the door, I think it's pretty cool. Okay, she finally left. Yeah. But yeah. On lower AI opportunities, they have greater and greater chances to miss their opportunities. Which means that once they, get to your door, finally, that means that they have a greater chance of not leaving the door. Because once they've gotten to your door, they need to make another movement opportunity to finally leave your office. Oh yikes, I am at below 50. And it just... Okay. Oh my goodness. Doperoonies. Wasted a lot of my power though. So yeah. The reason I say that this might actually be a little bit harder is, yes, the animatronics aren't showing up, which means I'm not having to waste as much door power, but that also means that when they get to the door, they have, like, a greater chance of not leaving the door. Which, for a 420 mode, the animatronics will always be successful on their movement opportunities, so they're usually going to be like, okay, I need to keep an eye on Foxy. Actually, it might just be a good idea to try to let him run out by not checking the... See, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you saw that. They stayed at the door for a pretty long time. Because they failed their movement opportunities. Come on, Foxy, I really need you to go. Okay, should be... Fuck. Okay, now as long as I keep up my camera flips, I should be good for the rest of the night. I'll try to periodically check. Oh my god, wait, hold on. No, this isn't gonna work. It just turned 5 a.m. and I'm running off of 7th night mode power. Okay, Bonnie might actually be the death of me. Bonnie is gonna be the death of me. Yep. Oh boy. Hi. There's no way I'm gonna get good RNG with you. Oh. Waiting is the worst part. Okay, look, I can't even look at the screen because this is the worst part. This is the worst part. What? Okay, hold on. I see. Okay. I usually don't catch live streams because it's... Okay, hold on. Be sincere. I usually don't catch live streams because it's usually very late for me. It's alright. It's alright. I'm actually the same way. I usually really don't. I really don't check out live streams either. But hold on. Yes, let me read the chat back. It's barely 3 a.m. That's a very true statement. That's not very good. That's also a true statement. 20% at 4 a.m. Can I do it? Who knows? Being cocky it's against my personality. 10%, 5%. I had a good run. Yep, I beat it. Listen. RNG is a very real thing in this game. By all accounts, I should have died. By all accounts, I should not have won that. But the blackout RNG is real. That's what the whole game revolves around, RNG. Oh, man. I think I once heard this from Phil Fiznom, who's my streaming inspiration. He's the reason I got into streaming. I remember I watched him play this game, and he said something that I think holds a lot of weight, and that is that there's a very real magic to this game. By all accounts, this doesn't make sense. He said something along the lines of, Kronk, I just got that. Where it's like, wait, hold on. How did we get here again? Well, I don't really know. By all accounts, this doesn't make sense. Yeah. He said something that really stuck with me, and that was that this game has a very real magic, and that is how you get into these, like, you suffer through the long, treacherous nights, because mind you, this is like about 9 minutes long. It's 8 minutes 55 seconds. You get through the whole night, your nerves are shot, you're like stressing, you're trying to conserve as much power as you can, you have so many close encounters with the animatronics, and then you get like a blackout, and it seems like all hope is lost. It's like you think it's over, you're defeated, you're praying that you get lucky, and then 6 a.m. hits, and it's just like this wave of just relief and happiness that floods over you. It's magic, and I have to agree with that statement. The power outage or RNG, yes, exactly. I agree. This game does have a certain like magic to it. Now, is it I have seen discussions back and forth. For the longest time, this has been everyone's favorite game. And now I think the sentiment is that FNAF 4 is it's either FNAF 4 or FNAF 1 is everyone's favorite game. FNAF 2 gets trashed on, which I guess I'll have to see that when I play it. If I'm being honest, because I've only now started playing the FNAF games, I can't say from me actually playing the game. From me just watching everything, I gotta say FNAF 4 seems to be really great, like a really good horror game. Not that great of a story within the lore, but an awesome horror game. But I think that there's no way that this can't come close. I think the audio design is amazing. There's so many renders in this game that are really amazing. It is sad that in a lot of FNAF games where it's all camera based, you don't really have to focus on the cameras that much. And that is kind of a shame, where I think some FNAF games have tried to replicate that, and work on that. Some people copy FNAF, because if you're being honest, you're only going to see about 3 cameras, either the show stage, the East Hall corner, or Foxy. That's the only cameras you really need to watch. You don't need to see any of the other ones. So it's a shame you don't get to see all the other cool renders when it's late in the game. But I think that everything flows smoothly. I think that stalling Freddy creates really good tension. Bonnie and Chica, I think they're really great. Foxy is was the biggest curveball for me, but I don't think it ever felt fair. The only times I got frustrated, sure, because I didn't know how to deal with him properly, but I think it was okay because of the fact that I know that there's a way to do it. I just didn't know what the way was yet. So even if it's pretty bare bones, I gotta say that this is a pretty damn good game. And I don't think that it's ever going to age like milk. I think it's only aged like wine. Yeah. Let's do the funny Easter egg. Oh boy. Hello, Golden Freddy. This series means a lot to me, man. This series means so freaking much to me. Alright. Let me go ahead and stretch. Yeah, guys, the game crashed. I don't really know what to say. I don't know why it happened. I could've... Holden, ready? I don't know what that means. Microwave mic. Old and ready. Did I not? I said Golden Freddy. Weird, I guess. Yep, I'm stupid like that. Man. Is it weird to say that I miss this game? Feel those bones popping. Ugh. Yeah. I've been sitting stationary here for way too long. Gotta stretch. Yeah, is it weird to say that I wasn't even here from 5/9 already? Okay. Is it weird to say that I missed this game already? I wasn't here for like when it first came out. I joined like a year later. So I don't even know if I can even say nostalgia. If I'm being honest, I should have more. I'd say more nostalgia for like FNAF 3 and FNAF 4 because I actually grew up for it. But I miss when FNAF was like this, you know? I miss that it's not a horror game anymore. It's really not. I get that all we can do is be optimistic, but again, this channel is all about being honest. I'm not excited personally for Secret of the Mimic. I just am not. Like, I think if we had a mix of the free roam stuff from Steelwool and still had, like, the classic sit-down Fnaf gameplay, I don't know, I guess it would be nice. Simple atmosphere. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, I think Fnaf fan games have cemented, in my mind at least, that classic Fnaf formula isn't dry and outdated like everyone thinks. It's still very great when it's done well. It's just that new ideas can be implemented and new takes on the formula can be done. And like, fan games have been doing it for like years. There's a reason why fan games are still talked about. Back in the day, it was Five Nights at Candy's. A few years later, it was like, what would I say? It's like a few years ago, it was FNAF, like the glitched attraction, for example. A Bite at Freddy's. There's a new one that came out that everyone likes. I think it's called FNAF Real Time. I haven't really looked into that, but people are still talking about FNAF games. And hey, Pop Goes Evergreen, Joy Creation Story Mode, Flumpty's 3, fan games are still being pumped out and stuff. So obviously the FNAF formula is not dead. It's just, I don't know. It's not broken, so I don't know why we've moved away from it, honestly. There's something to be said about doing something new. That's perfectly fine. You can't do the same thing forever. But I just don't agree on the fact that it should have been forgotten, you know? I think there should be a mix of both. I think it would be perfectly fine to have the current era that we're in now and a little bit of the classic FNAF style. And I get it. One could make the argument that the fan games are kind of keeping that alive, but that's not their job, you know? These are free fan games. It is not their job. It's not the random people of the world's job to keep your fan base alive, you know, for free. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I mean, you came to this channel for me to ramble, I guess, and play the funny games. So, hopefully this isn't boring you to tears. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I've really wanted to get off my chest about this series, and I probably will game by game. But yeah, I guess Q&A time, if, I think Microwave Mike and Robert Lee, they're the only ones really chatting actively in the chat, if you guys are still watching. Q&A time. What is your favorite FNAF game? I would really like to know. Me personally, like I said before, since this is the only game that I have played, I will just have to, you know, automatically put this at 1. But, you know, whatever I don't know. I do not know. Just from what I've seen, probably FNAF 4. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I have no way of knowing. FNAF 4 is gonna be a bitch. You both prefer the third one. For a while, people would trash on FNAF 3. Like, for a while, like, for the longest time, people have not liked FNAF 3. And for a while, I got it, you know? There's only one animatronic that can kill you, even though there's a lot of, animatronics, technically. I get it, you know? And I get that the gameplay can be quote-unquote boring when it's just, I need to make sure Springtrap doesn't come near me. And I get with the cameras being, like, glitchy and barely able to see. But I also see the argument that you're fighting off against the killer, you know? It's got a sense of finality to it with the minigames and all that. Yeah, the Springtrap jump scare that single-handedly created the rest of the franchise, FNAF 4 and onwards. So the first 9 of these games usually aren't that bad. Man, though, you know what? In retrospect, I'm really excited to play Fnaf 3 because what do you know? I think Fiznom's favorite Fnaf game is actually 3. And through watching him play through it, I think for his charity stream a long time ago, I could kind of see how it was a little chaotic and a little fun. So for me to be able to play it on my own, I'm really gonna hope that my mind changes on it. Markiplier, I don't have a history with Markiplier actually. If anyone, see, I gotta repeat a lot of information because I know no one's gonna check out the crashed stream. And my, or actually no, I think I said it for both. I think I said it also on the first stream on nights 1 through 5, but you know, my voice was kind of drowned out by Phone Guy. My first introduction to Five Nights at Freddy's was through the Bowling Honor show, though their channel was rebranded to the BS. Matt Buckley and Lissy Sandwich, well, Bowling Otter and Lissy Sandwich, they were my first introduction to Five Nights at Freddy's. Not Markiplier, like I think 86 million other people. So yeah, I'd highly recommend checking them out. They don't upload a lot anymore. They're actually more into streaming now because they like interacting with the chat more, which I understand that. But a lot of their older videos are actually really horror focused, and they're actually the people that got me into horror content. So that's why I like horror games with a slight palate cleanser here and there of the non-horror games. So that's why a lot of the games that I play on the channel are probably going to be ones that I've seen, though hopefully it's been a long time, that I will not have remembered. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if that got picked up. I did a little burp. I'm sorry. While I got you guys, for anyone who's still watching, I want to make sure that this is known. You guys are allowed to give me game suggestions. If I don't have it on... Yeah, see, this is really cool. I was really struggling with, like, making sure there wasn't any dead air when playing the games. Because you know, it was my first couple streams, no one was really chatting. This, like, a little bit of the last stream, but this stream, definitely, I've been having so much fun because of the chat. Like, I really like having, like, a community to, you know, talk to and bounce ideas off of. But yeah, if anyone has any game suggestions, let me know. If I don't have the game, that is gonna have to be put on the back burner. And I'll have to get to it when I get to it, because I am living paycheck to paycheck. For anyone who's wondering why I'm streaming so late and not, you know, earlier like normal people would, it's because I live in a household with my family and they don't approve of the whole live streaming idea. They are very much so get a real job people. So I currently have a job to at least get a paycheck every 2 weeks, and this is kind of my last-ditch effort to do something that I really enjoy and hopefully one day get paid for it. So I'm trying to make sure the channel grows, but that also means that I can only kind of rely on my Steam library for now, though that is kind of contradicting because I had to buy Fnaf 1. Five Nights at Candy's, the original or perhaps the rebooted one. That is on, the fan games are on my radar. They are definitely on my radar, which is good because they're free. My thought process is I should at least get through 1 through 3 before I dip into the fan games, and then kind of try to do a Wheel of Fortune, I guess. Watcher of content, hello, thank you for being a watcher of my content. Thank you so much for entering the chat and coming by the channel. The economy is bad in the US, tell me about it. They said that Freddy's would go hard. I did actually try out the first game. And I never beat the second game because I couldn't really figure out how to get the good ending. I think I was stuck on the second one, like the neutral ending for a while, but I couldn't actually figure that out. So hopefully a chat could help me now that I actually have some like consistent people talking to me. So yeah, probably gonna do at least Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 3, then go into the fan games and try to do like fan games / 4, 5, blah 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 blah. It's just gonna be hard though. I'm gonna have to buy Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Bread Bear bit my face off, or nor. It's definitely gonna be hard to buy the new games. So, were you successful in beating 420? Yes, actually. That's kind of why I've been talking for longer than playing the game, because I actually ended up beating it early. I streamed early because I was thinking it was gonna take a long time. Oh, I actually need to catch something. Microwave mic. I know my voice is feminine. I hear it when I get random phone calls all the time, but I am actually non-binary. My pronouns are they, them. Please remember that. I'm not mad, obviously. I'm not mad at you. I just want to make sure you're aware. Moving on. Yeah, so I was able to beat it. I think I beat it in like 40 minutes? And then I played 1988 mode because that was the closest thing I could get to 1987. Died once because I got cocky, and then I beat that. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, while I have you guys' attention, this is what. Oh no, microwave mic, you're fine. You literally would not have known until I said something. It's okay. So yeah, but I'm trying to, because I said that at the start of the stream, but I don't know if you all were at the start of the stream, so I'm just gonna say it again so that everyone is aware. The next game that I play will not be Fnaf 2. That's on the radar. I will probably just go ahead and end up buying it. My check should come in at the end of this week on Friday. So hopefully it'll, equal out fine. I'll just have to eat at work so that way I don't have to pay for food. What am I thinking? The next stream is actually going to be something that my boyfriend suggested because he wants to be a part of the stream in some way, shape, or form. So this is me being able to indulge him a little bit. And it's a game that I already have in my Steam library, so I don't even have to purchase it. It is Ebe, the pixel horror game. I've seen a full playthrough of the game, but again, it was a long time ago, so I don't remember a lot about it. I just know it's in a art gallery, sort of, and it's horror focused. I know there's endings, but I don't know how to get the good ending. And I remember the characters, and I remember a certain plot twist, I believe. I think one of the characters turns out to be evil or something. But yeah, the next stream will be Ebe. I already have a thumbnail ready to go for it, which will actually feature commissioned artwork that I got specifically for when I can't make custom thumbnails because I'm terrible. I'm not a good artist. And if it's like a horror game with the backdrop of the thumbnail being like a hallway or something, I can just plop that scared thumbnail. It'll be for the scared avatar, this form. It's gonna have that, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I'll drop the artist and all that, make sure that you guys know who they are so you can try to commission them, because their art quality is really great and I like their art so much I'm probably going to be a repeat buyer when my funds afford it. So yeah, that is definitely going to be the next game. Another thing that I should say now that I'm starting to build up reoccurring people, hopefully, ? Sure, I'll watch, or I'll try. I start school the day after tomorrow. That's actually, I guess, I know being up late is not good for your sleep schedule, and you all should have a sleep schedule. I'm the problem. If y'all need to know my schedule, like I was talking about earlier, I don't live in a household that likes what I do, or they don't even know that I'm doing this. So I have to wait until they go to bed, so that way I can, quick question, does anyone like my goggles on my OC's head? I'm not really good at art, so yeah. I can barely see the profile picture because it's so tiny. Actually, I can probably just pull it up on my phone. Go to channel. Yeah, I do. Your profile picture is really cute. I like the old-timey style, Robert. I have insomnia, so that sucks for me. Oh my gosh, I get that so much. It's 12:23 for me right now. Yeah, time zones can fix all my issues. Time zones makes the sleep deprivation okay. It means I'm not the problem. Gosh, what am I trying to say? So yeah, I have to wait for my family to go to bed. And every single time I stream, I have to run into the problem that's one day I could get found out, and who knows if I can keep doing this when that day happens. So we just have to hope that I have good RNG. So stupid. So yeah, because of that, my streams... Oh, you're welcome, Robert. Because of that, the streams cannot be consistent. I am very sorry about that. They're not going to be able to be consistent. There's just some days where it just won't be able to happen, and that's completely out of my hands. I will say, though, for the days that I work, that is an open possibility. That is when I am going to definitely be able to stream, and that's purely because of the fact that my boyfriend, because he lives far away from me, we don't live together, obviously, because of what I just said 5 minutes ago. He actually has a good sleep schedule. And if he's watching this when he watches the VOD later, hi, honey. But he's asleep right now. So I can't really talk to him. So because he's not with me, that just, gives me the option to stream because I don't really have anything else to do. Usually we'd call for the night if he was around, but since he's not around, that gives me the open time to stream. And because I are already closed, it just, everything just kind of works out, So with all of that being said, the stream days are usually going to be, yeah, it's usually going to be, oh man, if there's something I need to say real quick. Does anyone know how to make the chat appear on the screen? It's something that I haven't figured out yet. And also, I don't know how to do live chat replay. I have no idea how any of that works. If anyone does know, please help. I would like that to be a thing because everyone else does it. Yeah. Stream days are usually when I'm going to be working. Check the community post daily. If you're really that, invested in my streams, which I don't know why you would be. I just started. But if you're interested in my streams, in the days, I'll usually try to post it earlier in the day if I'm planning on streaming that night. And if anything happens, I'll let you know. But if it seems like I'm going to be streaming that night, I'll post a community post about it. And then it'll either be 12 p.m., 1 a.m., or 2 a.m. That's usually when the streams will start. I think I'm going to try to do 1 a.m. around that time and try to keep that consistent because I think that's going to be the sweet spot so that way I can stream for an hour or two and then go to bed. Gives me ample time to actually play the game while also chatting with the chat. It's okay, Robert Lee. I just asked that just in case anyone does know because everyone else does it. I know people like to see the chat on the screen. It would definitely help me a little bit, maybe, or maybe it wouldn't, I don't know. And I feel bad for people not being able to see the chat, at least the replay at the end of these streams. That's kind of why I try to say what the people are saying, so that way, people aren't missing much. Gosh, I have some really bad stuff in my chest right now. Drink a little bit of water. But yeah. So that's it'll be around those times. We're gonna try one about 1 a.m. Hello, the recruiter. Would you rather have a bag of 5 small loaves of bread or 5 lottery scratch cards? I mean, that depends completely on the situation. If I am starving and I have no food, I'd probably take the 5 loaves. But if I'm comfortable, I mean, 5 lottery scratch tickets, because why not? I guess currently, probably 5 lottery tickets. That's 5 chances out of. You just raised my chances of winning the lottery from 1 million to 5, like 1 in a million to 5 in a million. Hopefully I'll be there. I hope so too, because y'all are really fun to talk to. So yeah, I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. Bottom line, I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try to play Eve on stream. Let's go gambling. Yes, I am totally endorsing gambling. No, don't gamble. So yeah, hope to see you guys there. Yep, I know, different odds and crap. Let's see. I guess while I'm here, I mean, I still have like 30 minutes before I really need to pack it up, because I gotta be at work at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Does anyone have any questions for me? What kind of stuff I'm interested in? What kind of games I plan on streaming? Because there's a couple that I have on my radar. Q&A. Mini Q&A. When I become more popular, I would like to make that a bigger thing. Would I rather get spring locked or get stuffed into the animatronics? That's actually a really good question. I would probably rather be spring locked, because I think you would die quicker. If you're getting stuffed into the animatronic, that's a whole process. You have to get like piece by piece, and then your teeth are gonna get shoved out of your mouth and your eyes, and that's like a slow process, and then you're just gonna slowly bleed out. At least I guess it also depends on the spring locking. If we're talking about mini games, then it happened all at once, and then he just kind of bled and died until he didn't die. But if we're talking about like the movie, I remember it was like 1 by 1, so I guess in both ways it's not that great. At the very least, you can survive getting spring locked, because in the books, William Afton survives getting into the spring locks, because he's not dead somehow, and names himself Springtrap because he's cool, I guess. So I at least know it's possible, I guess. It's a potential death versus a certain death. I'll take the possible death. Would I rather get frozen solid by Mr. Freeze or subdued by Batman? I don't know anything about the Batman series. My boyfriend is trying to get me into superheroes, and I'm struggling, but I'm really trying. So I'm gonna have to take my bare minimum knowledge of Batman. I know he's a scary dude. Listen, I'm weak, okay? If I saw Batman, I'd just surrender, and I'd only get scruffed up a little bit, hopefully. Again, I don't know much about him, so I will take being subdued by Batman, because I will actually willingly go. If it's the movie version of the spring locks, I definitely take way more. Yeah, it depends. I remember you mentioning Fnaf earlier. Thoughts on Fnaf Plus being canceled? It looked so good. Dude, I literally, I didn't cry. I didn't cry because I'm not that parasocial, but I wanted to, because let me tell you, that was my most anticipated. I'm not gonna say my favorite FNAF game because it never came out, but it was my most anticipated FNAF project coming out of the fanverse, and actually just out of all the FNAF fan games. I loved the horror aesthetic. I loved that it was going to be like an expanded version of FNAF, the first one. And the thing that sold me on it the most is that it was coming from a FNAF fan that missed the horror elements, like me. So I was so excited to see Phil's vision of what FNAF should be right now. And I don't think a lot of people know this. I could be completely wrong. But from what little bits I was able to gather before the game got canceled, from what I understand, Fnaf has said that doing audio is usually the last parts that he does for a game because he's not that good at it. And right, like a few streams, I think, before the Ruined stream, he had said that he was trying to work on the audio. So if you didn't know that, and you want me to rub more salt in the wounds, see, again, I'm not going to put words in anyone's mouth. This is just me making a guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But there is a very good possibility that FNAF Plus was close to being finished when it got canceled, which makes the fact that it had to be canceled so much worse. And I wish Phil the biggest amount of luck, because he has shown that he doesn't have to rely on FNAF, and I'm glad that he's finally found peace with it. The last FNAF stream I think I checked out of his was the Percy's one, Playtime with Percy, I believe. And from what I can gather, he's just at a place where it's like, he'll play it if he wants to. If he doesn't, that's completely fine, because he can play other games. And I think that's amazing. I know he did like the charity stream just like a while ago, where he played through FNAF fan games, new FNAF games, and the old ones. So I'm glad that he's got a more healthy relationship with the series. I wish him the best of luck. And even though FNAF Plus will never come out, I know that for a fact. It's never going to come out. I held on hope for a long time, but if it didn't come out a couple years ago, it's not going to come out now. I wish him the best of luck, and I still mourn for what we could have had. But yeah. Thoughts on Lego? I don't have an opinion on Lego. I need to get out of this. I don't actually have that much of an opinion on Lego. I remember wanting to play with them when I was little, but I didn't like the construction aspect of it, and I couldn't get Legos that I wanted because they were girly. So yeah, I never really had a chance to get into Lego. Plus, I'm impatient as hell, so, and I don't like how the tiny Legos hurt my hand. And when I did play with it, sometimes it'd be hard to, like, make them unplug from, like, the little grass screen thing. But yeah, I did like the Lego movie, though. I watched it a little while ago via a reaction channel, and it was pretty good. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. I wasn't expecting, like, the ending, you know? Same, I was more hyped for it than Security Breach. I was hoping Security Breach was going to be good until I realized the trailer was, like, all of the cut content. If you want to know what I thought Security Breach was going to be before it came out, I thought that it was going to be if it wasn't going to be night-based, it was going to be hourly-based. The game still is, but hear me out. I thought that say 12 a.m. we play as Gregory. At 1 a.m. we play as Vanessa. Gregory is trying to escape Vanessa because he's a tiny child, and he thinks that she's trying to hurt him because adults are bad or whatever. Maybe he comes from a bad home life. Maybe another woman, Vanny, if they were two separate people, was like a different person. Maybe he heard Vanessa, so he just assumes they're the same person. Miscommunication, plot. So Gregory's trying to run away from Vanessa, and Vanessa wants to catch Gregory before the killer that's roaming the Pizzaplex strikes again. And, 1 hour, Gregory would be escaping her, and the next hour, we would play as Vanessa, trying to catch up to her, because I figured we would be playing as a FNAF guard, because that's what we always play as. Maybe, 3 a.m., we'd be in the daycare. 4 a.m., Gregory would be escaping in a vent, and we'd have to circle around. And I didn't really know how it was going to end, but that's kind of how I thought it was going to go. That's the only way I thought it could go. But I will say it's so disappointing the way I don't know. I don't like that Vanessa and Vanny are the same person. I don't, there's a lot of opinions I could say. And maybe if I probably will play Security Breach one day. Hopefully my laptop, because I'm streaming on a laptop. hopefully can handle it, but who knows. If I play it, I'll probably say more opinions there. But yeah, there's a lot of opinions there. We'll get to them eventually. Subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications to get my latest thoughts on Security Breach. Oh, that was too masculine. Oh my gosh, I accidentally put the Windows help button instead of my stills. If I ever became a streamer, my gimmick thing would be to wear a heart sensor monitor thing. That could be pretty cool. I wonder how you'd visualize that. I guess maybe like maybe you could have like your voice be tethered to like a visual, like quote unquote heart monitor thing, so the more you're being more frantic. Or maybe you could have, it could be a quote unquote still in of itself, where a regular heartbeat, you press a button. Medium, it's another one. The third one is like when you're really, it's like really intense. Who knows? I think it's interesting. Security Breach was mid at best. It was a disappointment. It tried to be Outlast and Alien in Isolation, and it wasn't either. I think there's mods though trying to either cut content back into Security Breach or at least make it not as bad. I wish Michael Afton was in Security Breach. I wish we could move on. You want my opinion there, that's it. I said this in another stream, I believe, but I'll say it again. I wish that we could move on so badly. You're welcome, Robert. I wish we could move on. I think FNAF 4 should have been it. Posture said it, and I completely agree. I think FNAF 4 could have definitely taken place as like a spin-off series with the Nightmare animatronics. A random kid in the FNAF universe is scared of the animatronics, and he visualizes them in nightmares. Totally could have been it. You wouldn't have had to mess up the timeline because it would be done. You would, and then if you wanted to come back to the OG timeline, then you could. But I think FNAF has a really bad problem of not being able to let the past die, and that every single game has to be connected to something. And I think the FNAF community has a bad problem about taking Easter eggs and saying that it always has to mean something, and that's something FNAF did to itself. Every single Easter egg, every single small detail has to mean something now. We are not in a state anymore where we can put a fun thing in an official FNAF game and just have it not mean something. It can't be for fun anymore. And I'm gonna be honest, it makes me mad. It makes me really mad. We're going into rant mode. Because Into the Pit released, right? I'll play that too. I consider that an official spin-off FNAF game. I say that in bold italic letters. Don't worry about it if you can't see it. I'm speaking in bold italic letters. No, because I'm mad about it, and I need someone to tell this to. I'm super mad that, like, we're having to guess if that game is canon. I thought it was so obvious that it was just going to be a spin-off game. It's based on the books that aren't canon. Or at least, even if they are, I don't think they should be. I never considered Into the Pit canon because ghost children possessing suits is one thing. Remnant is, we're going a little bit too far, but I refuse to accept the idea that time travel exists and that Springtrap Mpreg exists in the canon timeline. That's why I don't subscribe to that. What is it? The Stitch Wraith, which just looks like Ennard, but not, I think. I don't know. I just wish we could just chill, you know? I really wish we could chill. I don't know. I don't know. I wish there was more transparency. I wish that there was just a way where things could mean what they mean, and that things that aren't important could just not be important. it's just actually sad. I feel like I'm being annoying. You're not being annoying. I promise you, Robert Lee. You're not being annoying. I'm literally asking for people to chat in, to speak in the chat, whenever I post like announcements and stuff. I say, hey, come in the chat and say hi. I wouldn't be able to have a conversation if no one else was talking, because it's a two-way street. So don't feel like you're annoying. I'm happy to have this conversation. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry for the explosion. It's just something that I've held in by myself for such a long time, and I really needed to say it because it's really been making me angry, and I really just needed to get it off my chest. Because another thing is that apparently people are saying that, like, well, what's his name, Oswald's dad is like the Fnaf 4 bully, I guess, because of something about a Freddy mask. I know, it's just that as of right now, I'm the only one talking. It's fine. You're honestly fine, Robert Lee. It's fine. Don't worry. You're okay. I'm never gonna tell people, stop talking. You're being so annoying, because we're not toxic. We're not toxic here. I'm literally sitting on a pink cloud right now. Just chill vibes. Yeah, so I don't know. Holy crap, you beat 420 mode an hour ago. Time flies. Yeah. I think I've now officially, it's either equal or it's I've talked longer than I beat 420. I'll probably just rename the stream beating 420 and talking with chat, probably, or I don't know, probably something along those lines, so that way people don't wonder why there's an extra hour of the stream cloud. But yeah, time really does fly. I'll probably end the stream soon, just because, like I said before, I got work in the morning. But yeah, like, something about the Fnaf 4 Freddy bully, I guess, being Oswald's dad. And the only thing I have to wonder is, like, why? It's a spin-off game. Can it really just not be an Easter egg? There's so many Easter eggs in this game. There's like a Stitch Wraith Easter egg, which that's, I think, fine. If it does mean something, because like all the books are like their own, like, I consider the books to be their own. I consider FNAF to have 3 universes: canon game universe, book universe, and then movie universe, because all 3 things cannot happen at the same time, at least in my personal opinion. Definitely FNAF 1. It was really annoying when people tried to fit the FNAF 1 events into the like the canon timeline. Take a sip of water. Everyone be hydrated. So yeah, I don't know. That's the main thing I'm frustrated with right now with the FNAF community, is that everything has to mean something, and that we can't have fun anymore. We really can't. I don't even know what the story is anymore. Something mimic. Something. I don't know. Like, what am I getting from the FNAF story anymore? The only thing that I know of currently is something virus, something mimic was always there, and you just didn't see him, I guess. But yeah, I miss the FNAF when it was about the children getting peace from what wronged them years ago. Yeah, and if I'm being honest, that's probably why you think FNAF 3 is your favorite game, because it's finality. The killer that killed these children in a yellow rabbit suit eventually got killed in that yellow rabbit suit. The same thing that he used to kill those children became his own demise. And what was going to be the final game of the series was facing off against the killer who caused all of the sadness, the crimes, everything. So yeah, that narrative was really great. I think we should have moved on. I think I might have to sleep now. It's getting late, in my opinion. It's okay, Microwave Mike. The stream is going to end soon anyway, so you're not going to be missing too much. Have a good night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you later. Next time we stream, possibly tomorrow. Yeah, I do miss it. I miss when it was simpler. Another thing that I'm mad about personally is that the books are in that limbo of like, is it canon to the games? Is it not canon to the games? Is this one story good and stuff? The poor pizzeria simulator ending. Yeah. If you ever wanted to hear, he always comes back. Oh, but he apparently doesn't come back because apparently it was the mimic all along. Fuck you. Yep. Good night, Microwave Mike. See you later. Hope to see you next time. I don't like. I think that if the books were canon, they should be confirmed to be canon. If some stories are parallels or whatever the fuck, they need to be said so. If they're not, they need to be said so. I think that not being transparent about that is stupid. I think it's incredibly stupid. You're just doing it for the sake of getting clicks and making discussion. And I think after a while, I think that just becomes hollow. Having a discussion when something is genuinely interesting is one thing, but having a discussion because you can't figure out what the fuck the story is, that's a completely other thing. And it just doesn't become fun anymore. So, yeah. That's why I've never read a Fnaf book in my life. And I will never read a Fnaf book in my life. The only way I will is, listen, I'm going to say it right here, right now. Because this won't happen. But if it does, if I get to 100,000 subscribers, let's say 100,000 subscribers, I'll read all the Fnaf books on stream. Every single one, every single story. But you know what? That's not going to happen. So I will perpetually win. Until that impossible scenario comes, fuck the books. No, that's not, I don't like them. If they were just silly stories, I wouldn't have an opinion on them. I wouldn't care. But I should not have to read an outside book of outside knowledge to understand what is supposed to be in your game. If the story is not in your game, but I'm still supposed to understand it, then you failed at storytelling. That may sound mean, and that's because it is mean. And I'm not sorry, because that's just something you need to learn. I think that's what the people who are running Fnaf right now, and whoever is like writing the story for Fnaf, I think that's what they need to learn. People aren't going to read your books for the story, so don't be confused when people are confused about the story. That's why no one knew what the fuck the Mimic was if you didn't know about the books and you didn't hear the buzzwords. So now they're having to backpedal and make Secret of the Mimic just so everyone knows what the fuck the Mimic's about. And also, I don't like that the Mimic is like possibly this new Jackie character. I feel like if we're gonna get a new animatronic, it should just be its own animatronic. I don't know. I get it. I'm being really negative, and who knows, maybe that game is gonna like slap and it's gonna be great. But I just don't have high hopes for it. Because I don't know, I just don't like how FNAF is right now. Time to stretch again and die. Whew. Well, I started the stream an hour ago. No, I streamed about almost 2 hours ago. I've been talking for a very long time. My throat is actually starting to get a little bit sore. Gotta drink a little bit of water. It's so weird. I'm almost afraid to end the stream because I honestly don't want to stop streaming. I'm having really fun just like rambling and talking right now, but you know, at some point it does gotta end. So, Robert Lee, if you're still there, I just got one more question about the audio. You've been listening to me talk in the hangout screen forever, so I need one last question. how is the hangout music? Yapping. Oh yeah, I also beat 420. Yeah. So how is the hangout music? I think it's the Fnaf. It's the Fnaf sister location minigame music. That's what I have. I tried to make it low, so that way you can still hear it. It's not just my voice, so it's not dead air. But you know, I want it to be loud enough so you could hear it, but not loud enough to where it's distracting. Can you tell me if it's okay? Would you prefer it to be quieter? Would you prefer it to be louder? Now that I'm using this microphone, my voice should hopefully be more clear and pronounced. So hopefully the bad quality of it blending into everything is gone. But yeah, if you could please tell me if it's okay, then we'll be good to end the stream. Because then I'll just keep it at this, I'll keep it at this sound forever until the end of time. At least until I change the music, because I probably will at some point. But yeah. Yeah, I know I'm putting myself in a trap. I honestly can't hear. I usually wear headphones, but I can't remember where I put it. I've just been listening to my, thank you for the kind words. Okay, then I guess I should probably fix that. Let's do the hangout music, and let's bump that up a little bit. Watcher of content, if you want to join in on that too, let me know how it is for you. I just bumped up the hangout music a little bit. Is that better? It'll probably take a little bit for it to apply to the stream, so I'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, I'll go and get my glass of milk and just slowly sip on it. Oh, gotta stretch, do some squats. I can hear it now just a little bit. Is that... Okay, so now that you can hear it, is that a perfect, like, blend of the two? Now that you can hear it, is it a good mix of hearing my voice and having something in the background to listen to? Hi, Comcat! Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that it's ending soon. I'm sorry. I played the 420, I beat 420, like, and 1988, like, a while ago. And, then I talked for, like, like an hour and, almost an hour and a half. I think, I don't know, I haven't been keeping track of time that well. But yeah, is the hangout music a good balance to where it's not, like, annoying? Because let me tell you something that's, like, a good pet peeve of mine. It's when... It happens a lot in YouTube videos. I haven't really had that much trouble. I don't watch live streams often. The only streamer I think I watch is Fnaf, honestly. But I'll hear it in like YouTube videos where like it's either the music is too loud and their mic quality is either bad. I'm quiet. That's interesting. I have le steampunk. You do. Okay, then everyone, can you let me know? Is that true? Is my volume too low? Are you having to like turn up your volume an absurd amount just to hear me? And the hangout music, is it okay? Does it need to be louder? Does it need to be quieter? My voice, do I need to be louder? Do I need to be quieter? It would really help, because this is probably the last stream where I'm gonna really want to have this problem. Of course, the game audio, I'll have to do that next stream when I do EEB. But yeah, this is kind of like the do or die, I guess you could say. I know I'm being dramatic. Oh, I'm sorry, my chest. I have my volume at max and I still can't hear you that much. And Robert Lee says that he can. I think the volume is good. I can hear it clear, but it's not annoying or anything. Then I don't know what the problem is 2 people say that the voice is good. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm holding on. I'm holding my horses. They're right here. But yeah, this is the last kind of stream where I'm gonna really want to try, where I really want to like have the issues of, well, how does the hangout music sound? How's my voice sound? I've had audio issues like for all of these streams, so I kind of want to like iron them out. Yeah, if everything sounds great to everybody, then that's awesome. I did want to like really, because I know that the hangout music, being the Fnaf 5 minigame music, it might be a little bit grating if it, you know, you can hear it constantly. If it's like really loud, I don't want it to overtake my voice and like be distracting. Like I was saying, it's really annoying in 2 ways. When I hear a YouTube video, it's either because, I'm gonna see if it's you or it's YouTube's volume. Oops, sorry, I hiccuped. It's now 1 a.m. for me. I'm sorry, I'll end the stream soon. I'm so sorry. I gotta get this last point out, because I am a rambler, a yapper, if you will. I get really mad when it's either, same Robert. It's currently 3 in the morning for me. So yeah, what is it? Usually it's either because the music is too loud and the person talking is either quiet or their mic quality isn't the best, so it blends in with the music and I can't make out what they're saying. That's one thing that like is a pet peeve of mine, and I know it's not their fault. It's just something they gotta learn over time. A second thing that really makes me not angry, but I guess peeved, I guess, when it comes to music in the background of videos is if it's a track that I know, like Undertale. If it's an Undertale track, and it's probably because I know Undertale the musical, the one from Min on the internet, by heart. So all I hear is them like the Undertale the musical tracks playing when I hear that music. And it becomes super distracting for me. Okay, I turned it up and it's not on max. Okay, that's great. Great, Comcat. Okay, if that is it, then, yep, that's better. All right, that's great. That means that we shouldn't have any more problems except for the case-by-case basis of games. My favorite is Spider Dance. Ooh, what is my favorite Undertale song? If it's just the OST, not the musical, it's probably the Hotland theme. You know, it's like da 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 da, that kind of song. Well, no, that sounds like another song. Or maybe it's the core theme. I don't know. I guess a better example is like the music basis for Evacuate in the Genocide Package musical. That's the one that I really like. If we're talking about the Undertale the musical songs, probably his theme, because I really like Azriel and his voice in that. I actually like all the voices. They're my headcanon Undertale voices. The actors for Undertale the musical. Side note, I developed a slight crush on Muffet one time. Don't worry, that's fine. I think we've all had our embarrassing video game, cartoon, blah 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 crushes. I don't actually remember a video game crush that I can remember at the very least. If we want to be, actually no, I don't know. Maybe I'll have an answer for that later. But right now, I can't really think of anything. I do know that a crush I had when I was a kid, before I knew that I was the homo of the sexual, Roderick from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies, before they recast him. He was, I wouldn't say he was my awakening, but it was the stutter in my chest that I didn't know what it was at the time. But yeah, I had a massive crush on him when I was little. So yeah. That's my embarrassing media crush story of the night. Oh man, this has been so fun chatting with you guys. Though it is getting late, so unfortunately, I do need to sign off, especially before anyone wakes up. Daily reminders before I close the stream. The next stream is going to be the Ebe stream. After we play Ebe, we are loaded diaper. Hell yes. General Gosh, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I should rewatch it someday. Yeah. Next stream is going to be Ebe. After Ebe, we will probably be playing Fnaf 2. So if for anyone who's wanting to watch the Fnaf games, we're taking a little bit of a break for one game. Ebe might take 1 or 2 streams, but we're gonna beat that, and then we're gonna head right on to Fnaf 2. And I'm scared because I know that one. If we thought Fnaf 1 was RNG based, I hear that one is hell, especially Toy Bonnie. So we'll see how that goes. That one is probably going to be the one where I don't beat all 5 Nights deathless. Sounds like a plan, yeah. That will be around 1 a.m. tomorrow. I'll make sure that the community post I'll try to make sure that I post it before I head into work tomorrow. That way everyone is reminded. I'm gonna do the YouTube thing that every YouTuber does because people I know that I heard someone say, well, people don't forget, and people find it annoying when you say for them to like and subscribe. But I'm being honest, I only do it when someone says so too, because then I go, yeah, I like your content, I'll go ahead and do it. But yeah, if anyone wants to keep up to date with the streams, liking and subscribing and turning on the bell for notifications can really help me out. If you want to, you can comment on the VOD if you want. I see you guys meowing and barking in the chat. Yeah, so doing that is going to be the best way, I hope, to stay up to date with the streams. If you're that invested. And yeah, other than that, I guess that will be all. Clap, clap, Steven Universe reference. Let me make sure I actually check my audio to make sure that it's the same every time. About 10.7. Try to remember that. Woo. All right. With everything being said, thank you to everyone who talked on the chat. This night has been so magical for me. I really didn't think I would actually get viewers, especially consistent viewers, this early on. And I will be so grateful if you stay on this journey that's honestly really scary. I'm being really honest. This is the last chance I really have to do something with my life that I'm not gonna hate. So if anyone actually stays, genuinely, thank you. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. And while I can still do it without the chat flying by a million seconds per hour, I want to thank Robert Lee, Watcher of Content, Comcat, and Microwave Mike. Earlier I saw it was Frost something, Frosty Night, and then who was it? It was there's someone else with a black background. Thank you all so much for commenting. Well, not commenting. Thank you all for chatting in the chat and giving me someone to talk to while I play the Funny Bear game. I'm excited to see you guys next time. If you stick around, thank you. If you don't, I hope you have a good rest of your time on Earth. And thank you for giving me a night that I definitely won't be forgetting and a future to look forward to. Have a good night, everyone. Talk to you guys later. Bye.